Hey guys, welcome to this video. I'm Randy Chambliss with Project 5000, and I'm excited because behind us, guys, is our first class of mentor students. They've been awesome. They've been on time. Can you believe that, guys? Everybody's on time, so I'm fired up and pumped up. I have to my right, Damian Gardner. So guys, we're going to go on our first field training today where we're going to evaluate our property live so we can get that hands-on training. So we just want to cut this quick video to say hi, and we wish you guys was here. Everybody say hello. Hello. And I wanted to come to this property because it's not gutted, but this is like the typical property you'll see where you just need upgrades of the kitchen, floors, wall paint, not anything major, right? And so with this property, when courtesy of Ms. Denise, she sent over the property and it's listed for $110,000, right? But that's what is on the MLS currently, 110. So it was a foreclosed property. HUD actually has it, right? So I want you to really look at those numbers, $110,000, right? The question is, should we offer $110,000 because they listed it, right? So that's the purpose of the evaluation. Remember in our class training, what we talked about is knowing those repair costs, knowing what the comps in the area are going for, and that way that can determine how much profit we'll make. Y'all follow me? So having said that, the comps that I'm looking at, we're right around between 125 and 130 up there. Could be 135. Possibly 139 at the absolute best, but I don't think that. You said you have family members around?
Yeah, I was looking at lots over and it was between 125 and 140 most.
Right on target. Right, between 125 and 140. So it depends on how much work we're gonna put into it, will it get us to that 140. Now this property, I think, and my realtor partner, y'all tell me, I think we can get that 140, at least close to 135 if we really do it right, because it's a corner property. We have a U-shaped driveway in the front, and once we finish it, we need to get it. Having said that,
and I mean it's 2,000 square feet.
Right. You see okay? So 2,000 square foot. Now if it was 1,500 square feet, that's a whole other ball game. 1,200 square feet, another ball game. So I'm gonna pass these out. This is the deal analysis. The ones we kind of went over online. What up, Mr. T? What's going on?
Everything's good.
So this is, we have this one too. So y'all can kind of look over it, right, with each other. So let's assume we come in and ask $65,000. That's the top left, right? And currently it's about $40,000 worth of work. Could be a little less. I walked this property earlier. That's how I kind of ran some quick numbers. But I'm gonna let y'all see what Damian and I look for when we in there, what the investors look for. So let's say that the repair costs come at $40,000, right? When you look further down, it's gonna give you our closing costs to actually buy the property. But it's also gonna give us our closing costs when we sell the property, along with our holding costs. So all those costs that we taught in the class is all in this deal analysis. Just the one. So when you look, the net estimated profit is $13,000. Question: is that a good deal or no? No.
Say no.
No, right. I would say no. So that means one or two things has to happen. One, we got to get the repair costs down some, or two, we need to make a lower offer because. Actually, I believe I maxed out at 140 on this house. So I'm giving at the very top 140,000 and we still netting 13,000. So remember, the three ways most real estate investors fail: we buy wrong, we can't finish the projects on time or in budget, or we can't sell it, right? And Leon, you had a story, right? You don't have to call no names, but just tell us a quick story with you.
I did all three. Wrong. It took, we just now about to get paid. The house been on the market too long. I didn't even forget. I just got disgusted. But we was talking about that on the radio. You know, knowledge is key, especially when you're spending your money. 13 stacks, that ain't no lot of money. You talk about investing 110 came in. Yep. Yeah, that ain't no money.
So basically, what happened with Chef Leon, one of his partners bought wrong, paid too much for the property because they didn't know the numbers, and it's taken entirely too long to get the projects finished on time and in budget because not having the right contract. So what what we're trying to do with Project 5000 is attract good contractors, right? To give you an example, we have a property in the Uptown area in Carrollton, and the property has to be a real good property to come across, right?
And that's a good property.
Right. I don't want to bring y'all inside because I'm tired of it. So, real quickly, the property, we had 12 contractors that we contacted. 12 contractors, general contractors, right? And it was a referral-based contract, so it wasn't just the average person, right? And we only got 2 bids, proposals, so forth. 2, right? So that means if we as investors who are already doing this thing having a problem getting contractors to follow through on a proposal, we can imagine what the average person going through to find good contractors. So that's why with the social cause, we want to collect as many good contractors as possible, weed out the bad apples, and just hold on to those vetting ones, give them enough work so now they can start hiring more men to be able to work the deal. That makes sense? So when we close out with this, again, 140,000 max, I may even dump this down to about 135 and then lower my cost. So instead of being 65,000, the purchase offer, we may have to go down to about 55,000. Because we go to 55,000, that brings us up to 23,000. That might be something you can work with. You follow me? And remember, I talked about the power of having vetted contractors that can get the job done on time and in budget. Well, Mr. Dow owns a company called Magic Makeover. Mr. Stone, how long you been in business, Mr. Dow?
Sit right after the storm.
Right after the storm.
Yeah.
And so he and his team, that's right. Him and his team constantly do work just like you see, right? Everything you see that they're building over there, they build, the pool they put in. So this is the type of contract that we want to bring to NOLA Homes Project. That way when we say, Mr. Darryl, I need a bid, he have it for us. When we say, hey, it's a go, his guys is out there working and getting it done. But more importantly, we had our conversations that we're going to be hiring more black labor, right? So we have everybody working, but at the same time, we have to create jobs somewhere, somehow, right? So at the end of the day, this property, I want you guys to see, one, see the quality of the work, two, meet Mr. Darryl, but thirdly, get you guys to have a vision, right? Because if you could do this one property that we just left, right? But why are these flies all on you? If they put me on everybody. That was at the other property. It was like following us or something. But at the end of the day, if we could do one property like this, you could do 10 of these properties like this, the same thing over and over again, right? So we don't have to be worried and scared. I don't want you guys having fear built in. The reason why, because you have a team. The team is that we have licensed realtors that's on the team. We have general contractors that's on the team. We know the comps in the area. And the most important thing of real estate, period, is getting out of it. Getting out of real estate is the biggest thing. And so how we get out of real estate, and we have the buyers already lined up. So we have to consistently be doing home buyer classes, first time home buying classes that we're going to be doing consistently, you guys are going to see, and we're going to be putting these buyers in the pipeline. I don't care if they have good credit, bad credit, or no credit. It does not matter, because if they're motivated, they will go through the process and get ready. So that way we'll be flipping these properties hands over fist. So what I want you guys to do is, when you go home tonight, if you have not did it yet, get your vision board out. Write on that vision board exactly how many homes that you want to flip over the next 24 months. Write it down. I don't care if it's 2 or 20. Write it down. And then write down the net profit for each one of those homes. If the net profit is $25,000, write that in. Add 25,000 times 20 homes. That's going to give you the amount of money you can make in the next 24 months. But you have to be hungry for it, right? The only reason fear set in because it's a lack of information and a lack of resources. But when you have the education that you guys been getting, you're part of a network, you're part of a team, there's no reason you shouldn't go out here and do this thing. Because whether you want a house like this to live in or something just smaller than that, it doesn't matter. Everybody has their own dreams and goals. But we have to put ourselves in an environment of success for that to rub off. Does that make sense? Damon, you want to add anything?
Think you're good, bro.
All right. Mr. Darryl, you want to say anything?
No, like she was saying about some kids.
Remember the man I told you about who runs the company, try to keep these young men from going back to prison?
Yes.
He would be perfect to recommend to him to get some of them guys to work.
Yeah, well, that's how I learned my trade in prison. I had come home just
Hold
before
on.
Katrina.
Hold on. Listen to the story. I want y'all to hear this story loud.
That's why I learned my trade, and I was locked up in Beaumont Federal Prison. I came home like about 2 months before Katrina, so I started from the bottom and worked my way up. So when I was incarcerated, I was just constantly studying, reading books, and got fascinated with doing houses. And what happened was, the guy that came in from Las Vegas, he was a general contractor, so he put me up on his wing, taught me how to design and get very creative and do all kind of stuff. Because I was gonna come home to be a carpenter. He was like, no man, you sold drugs, you gotta be a contractor, you gotta be a leader. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you don't want to just leave these young guys just to know how to be carpenters. You gotta teach them the business. So that's how I was able. They taught me the business side. So I could have went right now, I could have came home and been working with somebody else. I couldn't have none of this. But by me knowing the business, I can do my own thing. So that cut all the middlemen out where they'll get all 90% and I've been getting 20%. Right. Now I get 95% and they'll get 5%. So it's all just knowing the numbers. The numbers is very, very, very important. You know, and I tell them, like some guys like, oh man, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. I ain't gonna tell you it's gonna be easy, but you can't give up. I come home, ain't nobody, I'm ex-con, I'm trying to do houses. So once I already got that one break, and the girl Sita, Lil Wayne mom, she went to school with me, so I did Lil Wayne house. So she had a big old party. My business took off, and we ain't never stopped. We never looked back. So when guys was up there where I said, "Oh no, you can't do it," and where you come from, you went to jail and you come from a bad family. I said, I ain't never tell you I come from a bad family. I come from a good family. Right. I just got caught up with that fast money. Right. So I wasn't no bad boy, Right. And I told him it's a lot of things that you have to think really, really positive about, what you're going to do. Don't let nobody tell you no. Because you're going to have bumps that's going to make you, frustrated and say, oh, no, I ain't going to do this. No, that's the key to being successful. So I just took this old house right here and I said, you know what? I'm going to take my time. I bought this house cash and I just, piece by piece.
I've been watching this house.
Yeah, for a long time, about 7 years, 8 years. Took my time with it, but stayed with mine, So I said, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it right. I'm going to get very creative with it, and it's my house.
I want to know how much you bought it for.
I bought this house here for $210,000. Now, how much I got into it? I stopped counting. It was, So I just did. I said, I'm just doing it right. So I came and I did my fence. I did my backyard. So I got a guy that said, listen. I said, I want to put a pool in my backyard. My grandbaby said she wants a swimming pool. So he came to give me a price. He said, I'm going to charge you $70,000 to build a pool. I said, wait a minute. I build houses.
Right.
So if I could build houses,
I could build a pool.
I could build a pool. Right. I said, ain't nothing but a hole. But now I just got to study up on it and see exactly what's what. Get my engineer in there just to make sure everything is done right. Now I'm doing my own pool. So now the pool ended up coming up nice. I said, I'm going to build me a pool house.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be a pool house. So I got it all glassed in. So like my mom, somebody, when they get overheated or something like that,
They could go in.
they go in, they can still look out and be part of the party.
Yes.
But then you can open it all up and you can really just enjoy it. And I built me a garage on the side to keep all my junk in on the side of the house. Now if y'all want to come in, it's kind of junk in there, but y'all more than welcome.